Hi folks, welcome to another STEMforce tutorial from KIOSC. Today we are working in Tinkercad. Hi folks, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to mirror some basic shapes from one side of the work plane to the other. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our model is symmetrical. So the best way to do that is to go into your orthographic view, and whenever I'm modeling something, I will create a base plate, something that is the same size as my grid. So you can see in this design here, I've got a base plate, it's 40 by 40 mils. This design is a plastic 3D printed pencil topper. So you can also edit the grid, and to change your grid size, you just click grid, and then you can select custom, and you can put in whatever dimensions you want. It's got different grid sizes here depending on what sort of 3D printer you have. Obviously not all 3D printers, but some of the popular ones. And you can also change it up to inches and bricks. So once you've set up your grid and you know where the center is, I can see the center with this black dot here, then you can easily mirror something from one side to the other. So I want to grab these two eyelids and the eyeball. So I'm just going to get it to this point, and I'm going to left mouse click and drag and select all of those pieces. So I know it's selected because it has the blue line around it. I'm going to go into my front view, clicking the view cube. And the best way you can mirror this is to group it with something that you know is central. So I'm just going to group it with this base plate on the bottom here. So I'm going to hold shift, left mouse click the base plate, and then I'll go up to the group button and I'll group those. And I can just check they're grouped using the light bulb to hide them. And that's doing what I want. So I'm going to click my front view. I'm going to press Control D. When you press Control D, it duplicates. So it's going to paste those two objects that you've grouped together inside the originals. So this one here is the mirror button. We're going to click mirror, and it gives you an option to mirror it in the x-axis, and if you hover over it, it shows you where it's going, so that's quite useful. In the z-axis and also in the y-axis. So I'm going to click the x-axis because I know that's going to be on the other side of his face, and that's going to paste that right in the middle. So just to recap, when you want to paste something for creating, for example, a face or some other features, it might be a vehicle or something like this, I always group what I'm pasting with something that I know is symmetrical and centered on my grid. And the easiest way to do that is to make a piece of geometry that is the same size as your grid. So once again, we group the shape with our base plate, press Control D, and then once we press Control D, we can click mirror, and the mirror gives you the option to paste your design features either in the X, Z, or Y axis. Now I will say that when you use this method, it is important to clean up your documents. So if I click the eye, you will notice that it is grouped if I hide the light bulb with the base plate. So I'm just going to click that base plate, ungroup it, and then I can delete that one that I don't need. You may as well ungroup the original thing you grouped it with too. So now I've got my features, and I can group the head as one piece here. And we have nicely symmetrical mirrored features. Hope you found that useful, folks. Please tune in for more Tinkercad tips and tricks, and happy tinkering.